gray water systems as well. Now, another thing you can do for self-sufficiency gardening in an urban or a suburban setting is to capture rainwater off your roof. Very simple to do, extremely simple technique. Just install a rainwater barrel, rainwater barrel under your spigots, and you can water your garden very easily. I've been using these for years and years and years. Want to probably stay away from a steel tank. Your best options are plastic tanks, and you can daisy chain them together so to increase your capacity. So you notice how these two are daisy chained together, so when the first one fills, the overflow goes into the second one. If they completely fill up, then the overflow flows out of that tank. So you want to have an overflow on your rainwater catchment system. Yes?
And how do you handle these in winter?
I just let them freeze. I have no problem. The one that I installed in Colorado, I actually have a downspout diverter in there, and I just pull the hose out of it and let the water go down the downspout. Okay. So, but otherwise the barrel's full of water, I let it freeze. And the ones I have, well, let's see, the ones I have in Missouri, I let them freeze. We don't have that much cold weather, so I don't really worry too much about it. Now, a couple words of caution. You can go above ground. You can go above ground, and even with freezing weather, that generally will be okay. You might install it partly underground, so you're drawing off some of that heat from the earth. When we're serious about water for year-round use, we put tanks underground. And this is one that we recently installed. We actually haven't quite finished this job. But what we did is I ran a 4-inch sewer and drain pipe from the gutters, from the downspouts, to a 1,250-gallon septic tank. This is a brand new septic tank, never been used. And this is to provide water for a small pool we raise our ducks in. So this captures tons of rainwater, and then we pump it out of there using one of these submersible pumps into a 600-gallon pool that you can't see in the picture. So if you're looking at capturing water for drinking, to drink, be sure that one, it's rated for potable water, and two, that if you're going to put it underground, rated for burial. Not all tanks can be buried. Not all plastic tanks can be buried. They're not structurally strong enough to withstand the pressure of dirt on top. So anyway, keep that in mind. These are some opportunities if you want to really serious about collecting rainwater, and you will be amazed. We live entirely on rainwater. My house in Colorado, I lived for 14 years entirely on rainwater, and all we had was a 5,000-gallon cistern to collect water. We never installed a well, lived entirely off rainwater, yes.
How do you clean it to consume it?
Well, what we did is we pumped the water out of the tank, and we ran it immediately through a screen filter, through one of those wound cloth filters, and then we ran it into the house, and then from there you can do a number of things. You can run it through a variety of filters to pull any potential toxins out. And what we actually did was I never installed a sand filter, which I always wish I had done. So we didn't drink that water. We got water from a friend. So for drinking water, we had a 5-gallon thing of water, but we just used it for bathing and washing dishes and watering plants and everything. But if you wanted to clean it, I don't like throwing away filters, so I didn't want to buy these table or countertop filters, but those will clean that water beautifully.
Just like a Brita filter?
Very similar. Yeah, that's what we did use. We've used those. There are also some really incredible filters on the market. I talk about in this book some different filters, and you've got two things that you want to do. Is you want to filter out, well, you got a lot of things. You want to filter out any solids. You want to filter out any toxic organics. You want to filter out acids, and then you also want to remove any microbes. And then, so you want a filter that will do that, and then probably also some way to sterilize that water if you're going to drink it. Okay? So now you don't need to do that for a garden, of course. You know that. All right. So I actually put together a handout on starting your own rainwater catchment system, but the group yesterday took them all. If you are interested, it's a complete guide to everything you need to know to set up a rainwater catchment system, email me. Email me at dancheris@evergreeninstitute.org, and I will send you one by email. It's also being posted as a blog. It was either supposed to be this last Thursday or this coming Thursday on this this website, backyardsurvival.com. It's going to be a guest blog on Gay's. Levy is the name of the lady who runs it. It's going to be a guest blog on her website, her blog site. So there'll be a copy of it there at backdoorsurvival.com, or email me directly, dancheris@evergreeninstitute.org. Not .com, but .org. All right, if you want to learn more, there's also a lot of information in this book if you're really interested in self-sufficiency. If you're interested in self-sufficiency, but also kind of a little concerned that you know what may hit the fan real soon, and that we might be thrown into a situation where we're trying to survive some kind of disaster. This is a book really for the prepper community, the survivalist community, that teaches you how to be self-sufficient, but also addresses the things that you might want to be taken care of in the immediate future. Things like stockpiling water and food, so on and so forth. So that's it for today, guys. I would be happy to answer any questions. And it's been a pleasure being here. I just love having you guys here. It's so neat to have you folks from all around the country, mostly from the Midwest, and a neat group of people. So thanks so much for coming out.
To learn more, pick up a copy of Dan Cheris's books, Survive in Style, Living Comfortably Off-Grid, The Scoop on Poop, and Chinese Greenhouse at evergreeninstitute.org.